Welcome to the 20-minute non-sleep deep rest protocol. You'll want to do this protocol either seated or lying down. So if you're not already seated or lying down, please do so now. You'll also want to close your eyes. Non-sleep deep rest takes advantage of your and everybody's ability to deliberately relax their nervous system and to shift their brain state. We do that by controlling our own perception. We are sensing things all the time. Sound waves, light, touch. But we only perceive a small fraction of what we sense. When we are stressed, or we have preoccupying thoughts, or simply if we want to relax for any reason, we can do that using two main scientific methods. The first is to extend the duration of our exhales. When we extend the duration of the exhales of our breathing, our heart rate slows down. You can breathe normally throughout this protocol. From time to time throughout this protocol, you'll be instructed to inhale deeply, ideally through your nose. But if you can't do that through your nose, simply do it through your mouth. You'll then want to exhale all your air until your lungs are empty. Those long, slow exhales should be done through slightly pursed lips, as if you're blowing through a small straw. Those long, slow, complete exhales slow your heart rate down and help relax your nervous system. If you haven't already tried that now, give it a try. Inhale deeply through your nose or mouth. Then exhale all your air through your mouth, as if through a small straw, until your lungs are empty. You can repeat that a few times if you like, or you can go back to breathing normally. As I mentioned earlier, we are sensing things all the time, but we can perceive whatever senses we like. So now, just breathing normally, I want you to focus your perception on the bottoms of your feet. Whether or not your feet are in contact with socks, shoes, sandals, or simply the air or some other surface, direct your attention to the bottoms of your feet and perceive what they are sensing. They might tingle. You might feel a light breeze. They might feel warm or cool or even numb. By directing our perception to the bottoms of our feet, we can learn something important, which is that we are sensing things there and indeed across our entire body all the time, but we can control which senses we perceive. So if we have preoccupying or stressful thoughts, or even if we're focused on exciting plans and things that we like, we can shift away from that thinking and planning to perception of our sensations. That is, the contact of our body surface with whatever it happens to be in contact with. A chair, the ground, and so on. So still with your eyes closed and still breathing normally, I want you to imagine that spotlight of perception on the bottoms of your feet slowly expanding to include the tops of your feet and your shins and your calves. Try and perceive what your lower legs are sensing. Now expand that spotlight to include your thighs and your hamstrings, and all the way up to your waist. In your mind's eye, imagine standing over yourself, shining a spotlight on your lower body. And focusing on whatever it is that your lower body happens to be sensing. Now I'd like you to take one of those big, deep inhales through your nose or through your mouth. And once again, exhale all your air through your mouth, through slightly pursed lips, until your lungs are empty. As you do that, imagine your lower body sinking about a centimeter or so below where it is now. Let's repeat that again. Inhale deeply through your nose or your mouth, and exhale all of your air through slightly pursed lips. And as you do it, imagining your lower body sinking into whatever surface about a centimeter or so. Continue to breathe normally now. Still with your eyes closed, imagine that spotlight of attention moving to your abdomen, your chest, your neck. And still imagine looking down at yourself. Intensify that spotlight, make it brighter. And as you do that, focus on the sensations in your abdomen, your chest, and your neck. As you inhale, your belly should expand a bit, and as you exhale, it should go down. Once again, inhale deeply through your nose or your mouth, and exhale completely until your lungs are empty. Knowing that those long extended exhales slow your heart rate down. Now start to expand that spotlight even further so that it includes your arms, your neck, and your face. The top of your head, the back of your neck, your whole upper body. Just breathing normally, focus on the sensations in your upper body. If some of those sensations, for instance in your neck or your face, draw more of your perception, that's fine. Concentrate on those. Now focus your perception on the contact of your back with whatever surface it happens to be in contact with. A shirt, a chair, a sofa, the ground. What it's in contact with doesn't matter. The important thing is to sense the points of contact. Breathe normally. And now, inhale deeply once again, through your nose or through your mouth. And as you do that, feel those points of contact intensify. And as you exhale, imagine your body sinking about a centimeter below wherever it happens to be now. Now let's shift the spotlight back to your lower body. So still with eyes closed, imagine moving that spotlight from your upper body to your waist down. And shift your perception to whatever it is that your lower body is sensing. Now in your mind's eye, intensify that spotlight, as if you're standing above yourself and turning up the brightness on that spotlight, which is focused on your lower body. Now inhale deeply through your nose or your mouth. And exhale completely through your mouth, as if through a small straw. Now in your mind's eye, expand the spotlight to include your entire body. From your feet up to your shins, your thighs, your hamstrings, up to your waist, your lower abdomen, upper abdomen, chest, arms, neck, face, the top of your head, and the back of your head. Expand it a little bit further so that your entire body is inside the illumination of the spotlight. And now, imagine dimming that spotlight ever so slightly. And as you do that, exhale. Continue to breathe normally while you dim the spotlight further and further, so that in your mind's eye, the image of yourself seated or lying down is just barely visible. Focus your attention on the movement of your belly as you breathe. As you inhale, your belly should move up ever so slightly. And as you exhale, it should go down. Now focus your attention just inside of your belly. We can perceive things outside us or within us, a process called interoception. Focus your perception on what's going on inside the confines of your skin by directing your attention to just behind your belly button. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now, from that central point of focus, expand your attention out to the entire surface of your skin, trying to sense the surface of your body not as a collection of parts, but as one coherent whole. And as you breathe, notice that on your exhales, your entire body changes its sensation with your breathing. It might intensify or it might weaken. Just simply try and sense your entire body all at once. Now shift your perception to your face area. And as you breathe, and especially as you exhale, try to relax the expression on your face. Now, once again, inhale deeply through your nose or through your mouth. And exhale completely through your mouth, through finely pursed lips, as if through a small straw. Repeat that 2 or 3 times. And as you do so, try to relax your face even more. Now, in your mind's eye, expand your spotlight of perception across your entire body and turn up the brightness. Try and feel whatever your body is sensing. Could be tingly, could be numb. It doesn't matter. The important thing is to focus on what your entire body is sensing as one coherent whole. Now shift your attention to either of your feet. And just gently, ever so slightly, move your toes. Notice that you control your perception and the action of the specific parts of your body. Start to move your other toes. And then bend your knees ever so slightly. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine that spotlight of perception moving up your body. And just subtly, ever so slightly, move the limbs of your body. Your thighs, your back can move as well. Your hands and your arms, ever so slightly moving. Move your head just a tiny bit, front and back or side to side. And then slowly open your eyes. As you'll do that, you'll realize that your senses are normally bombarded with visual input, which has been lacking during this non-sleep deep rest protocol. The reality is, we are always bombarded with sensory information. Our nervous system is sensing things all the time. But as you just experienced, by extending our exhales, we can slow our heart rate. And by focusing our perception on specific sensations, we can move our state of mind from planning and action, from stress or positive anticipation, to deep relaxation. Thank you for joining me for this 20-minute non-sleep deep rest protocol.